Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-month readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. I'm offering two love special readings until the end of the month. So if you would like to know more info about that, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Instagram and Facebook page. So for this mid-month of February, I decided to make a love special, love focus, but of course, any other general message that may come forward to your sign, I will also deliver it. So, Sagittarius, I do feel like this mid month of February, may be a little bit of an extension for some of you. There's an extension of how you have been feeling in, in the last months. You know that is continuing in a certain way until this mid month. There's a certain experience. There are certain experiences of your love life that are like flowing. Some of them are actually flowing in a more positive way. So for Sagittarius coupled, working through their issues within the relationship, working on making the relationship become more, fluid, controlling less, respecting more, trusting more, offering more, loving more, supporting more. Sagittarius that have been working on emotional awareness as well. You may feel positive results coming up for those Sagittarius during this mid month. For others, there's just, there are certain issues about your love life that are difficult to some of you may be having experiences that are difficult to explain, that are difficult to define. It's just sensations, overwhelming sensations that may cause you some fear. Actually, I feel like some of you are not prepared, or you don't feel prepared, you don't feel comfortable with some of the depth of feelings that's being awakened in some of you, especially during this mid-month. There may be experiences that are a little bit extreme in terms of feelings. But the thing is, I feel like some of you have difficulty communicating to your partner or to who you are interested. You are having some struggle in openly sharing those feelings and that dimension that some of you are kind of living in during this time. Others of you, even if you're not, with someone, if you don't have anyone in your life, I feel like there is someone that may surface either in your thoughts. It could be you. You could be thinking about someone of the past relationship, or you could just be, for some reason attracted and with difficulty in letting go of that attraction with someone you may meet during this mid month. It's like you get to know someone and the experience you have there, it's very strong, and you keep, in a way being obsessed or haunted by those by the thought of that person that you've met, of that you've seen in some place. So you see, there's a little bit of um, some of you are going through experiences that can be a little bit scary in terms of your love life, because what they may bring out of you. And for some Sagittarius, you may attract this in the other side. So you may attract as well people that are obsessed with you, very attracted with you. You may have situations where you have ex-partners that can't let go of you. Yes, but it's a mutual energy that I'm sensing here, that because even for those, the thing that is happening and why I said it could be a little bit scary is because you may, because of love or the experiences you are currently having in your love life, you may not recognize yourself. You may not, identify yourself to be the person that you have always been in terms of your pursuits in life, in terms of the way you deal with people. You may start to do and think and feel and see things that you didn't before, and this may put a crisis on your identity. The good thing is that you have the King of Cups here, and actually, this is a card that's very interesting. And the King of Cups is your opportunity. So some of you have an opportunity to be approached by someone that has a depth of feelings for you, someone that truly cares, someone that truly, 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 truly connects with you in an emotional and soulful level. Some of you may encounter relationships during this time that touches your soul. There's also a lot of sweetness for some of you, sweetness and magic about connections you are establishing because they are beyond the skin. So relationships have either existing ones or new ones that may come up, or even old ones. The thing about them in common and your general love energy here is that they all are bringing you to a level of connection with deeper layers of understanding of yourself. So for Sagittarius that have been aloof, that have been disconnected, that have been controlling, easily used to control emotions, or just to let go easily, to not care, to be more reckless, or to run away easily from situations when they were getting too complicated, you may see yourself more incapacitated of doing so as easily as in the past you would do. I feel like relationships are important, extremely important during this mid-month and even ahead. There's a lot of things happening here. Being your advice here, this is the Judgment card, but in this deck is called the Arising or the Awakening here, which is a very interesting card as well to have here in connection with your challenge, which is the Nine of Swords. So some of you are having dreams, nightmares, experiences that you can't wrap your mind around, about your love life. Some of your intuition is really strongly attuned with who you love. So despite of being physically with this person or not, you and the person you are in love with, or the person you love, may have something going on here where you're able to sense each other, know how the other is feeling, have some type of, recognition of what might happen or things that might be happening in their lives, knowing when the person is thinking of you, those type of psychic chords and emotional chords that are, there's no words to describe those subjective experiences, but they are as real as any other. And that's another thing that I feel some of you are discovering, is the layers that exist of the invisible world. And this is even beyond the love aspect here of your reading, is some Sagittarius are getting more interested in the unknown, or the element of mystery, occult knowledge. Those type of things are kind of intriguing you, even though they may bring as well some fear. So this is the challenge, the Nine of Swords, which in this tarot, it is also an interesting image, because you can see that here this Nine of Swords is representing the fear of this person being naked in the eye of the king, of the judge, of the judging eyes of the king. There's a sense of being afraid to show yourself bare naked, which means that your vulnerabilities, which are extremely emphasized here, may be scaring you off, or maybe scaring off others, not because of not because of the vulnerability itself, but because of the reactions you may have out of the fear of becoming vulnerable, where you may shut down, not communicate, or immerse yourself in drown yourself in your own emotional chaos, or in alcohol or other substances abuse, because this is something that the King of Cups also loves to do when it's not properly emotionally balanced, you can have a tendency to go escape somewhere else to deal with its emotional dimension. Because it's funny that I have experienced and seen that this King of Cups, even though it's a king and kings are supposed to be in control and to be authorities of their domain, so the ruling element, which is water, I've seen many times the King of Cups bringing this emotional storm and this emotional intensity on the inside, that it's so deep that and that they need to in a certain way channel this energy in something that resembles what they are feeling, or that they feel is like a natural element to them. So the good thing for artists, for people that are into spiritual and healing therapies, it can also be a way. Others, it will be in more emotional destructive ones, as substances. But aside of that, the problem with this King of Cups usually is that he feels all of that, and he feels quite isolated in his own emotional world, because he's afraid to actually show it and communicate it. So the problem is not the emotions itself, it's the way he's handling it, it's the way he's actually doing something about it. So one of the best ways to work through this King of Cups, if it is Sagittarius, if it is coming up as you, a trait you are kind of embodying during this time, it's very important to acknowledge that you may be causing your own night terrors, you may be causing your own fears, because there's something in you that may be keeping you from actually coming to someone and saying things as they are, or from approaching someone or avoiding someone to approach you or to get close to you out of fear. It could also be a possibility. Others of you, though, there's, as I said, this romantic vibe where there's a lot of like hugs and gestures of affection. There is a lot of emotional, inter-exchange between you and your partner. There may be a lot of gestures that are either you are compelled to prove your love and to prove yourself as worthy, or to be worthy of someone. Others are receiving those gestures as well from their partners or people that are interested in them. Some of you don't need to be careful with extremes. I feel like there's extreme energies here as well, where temperaments, for other Sagittarius that are together with someone, there may be a lot of passion in the relationship, but sometimes this may bring as well a lot of heightened energies where feelings take over and you can't see anything beyond feelings, and you can cool your mind, so the temperaments lash out, and there may be a lot of discussions and fights and issues that actually interfere in the harmony and balance. So emotions are very high and have this high and lows. This it's like a roller coaster for Sagittarius during this time. It's very extreme. Some of you, as I said, you need to come to your own center, and I feel like some of you need to get courage to do something related to love. It's like you're missing on that courage to either act upon your feelings, do something where you would express a certain truth, or that you would communicate, with your partner, or where you would make your partner understand what's going on with you. I also feel like some of you are isolating yourselves from your partner instead of, as I said, communicating. Because what I feel here is also some of you are establishing relationships that I said that are very soulful. So beyond just the romantic partnership, there's a real base here, a foundation of friendship. Others of you are really working on this, on the friendship element as well, where you are together and you love each other unconditionally and you respect each other's space and individuality. Because others of you may also be going through issues of possession over each other. So there may be some clingy energies, feeling like either you are owned by someone, or that you need to own your partner or who you love so they are safe and they are there by your side. So there may be as well a little bit of ownership issues or jealousy. Others of you are dealing with old relationships. You are dealing with relationships that have a little bit of a karmic tone to it. So things of the past may come up either through your subconscious, so in dreams, as I said, visions, or actually come as you meeting someone or reconnecting with someone of your past. Um, Others of you know you are actually, with this King of Cups in its high note, is you are becoming here masters of something relating with love, and your experience in relationships is quite high. And so I feel like you want to do something that's a little that it's different, or you want to put something out there in the world, or live relationships that are different, that are like unique. They have this visionary quality about them. So you may be interested in actually establishing relationships that are more about your ideals and your goal and your beliefs of life, to not be so molded or defined by the expectations of others of what a relationship should be. So it's like you want to create your own identity in relationships. You want to create a relationship that is very, very different, even provocative, or just unusual, unorthodox. Others of you, as I said, are sleeping and through your emotions. So you have a lot of things going on, but it's like you needs to come like in your dreams. There needs to be thoughts that or situations that bring that what the hell moment to actually make you think, or you know to make you think, or to make you actually curious about what's underneath there. So I feel like some of you are sleepwalking through love and relationships, which means there's this sleepy, not seeing, not knowing, not doing energy that creates a lack of action and a lack of um, direction in the pursuits of what you want in your love life. It's like you are waiting for the other. You are too passive and waiting for the other to do something, waiting for someone to reach out on you, waiting for someone to save you, waiting for someone to love you, to then, okay, I will get up and love you as well. You see, some of you are a little bit passive on issues of love. But aside of that, I actually feel like there's something special about this mid-month and something deep. There's a deep song about the heart and matters of the heart here as the main tune for Sagittarius during this mid-month. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it, and please keep doing so. And hopefully you will see each other soon.